That's my synagogue, Young Israel of Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale. We have lots of members, people of all ages, and a full schedule of activities in any given week. We have a few rabbis, and they're the greatest. Sometimes we even have rabbis who visit for the weekend as scholars and residents. But then along came this virus, and with it, self-isolation, quarantine, and for some reason, a major toilet paper shortage. But I digress. So we tried to move all of our classes and activities online, and people seemed to like it. But I was thinking, what if we got some of our rabbis together, perhaps even the occasional guest, once a week, just to shoot the breeze and maybe joke around a little? I'm Avi Fryer, and this is Rabbis in Quarantine Getting Coffee.
Hello and welcome everyone once again to another fantastic, exciting episode of Rabbis in Quarantine Getting Coffee. This one is going to be different than any we've done so far because in this one, until now, it's just been a discussion, but now it's going to be a competition. Many of you know that I've been doing these virtual game shows, and we were thinking, what if we put our two rabbis of Young Israel of Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale in a competition against each other? But why stop there? That's right. Why stop there? Let them each bring a teammate. And we're going to introduce those teammates in a moment. Rabbis, are we going to need to add anybody else to the Zoom, or have you worked out another way to get your teammates onto the
we zoomed them in. We're good.
You're good. You're all set.
Yes.
You don't need my help with that.
I think we're good.
All right. Excellent. So that's great. That should make life pretty easy. So first off, how are you both doing tonight? How's everything?
Good. Great.
Start with a little small talk.
Sure. No, doing good. Doing great. It was a beautiful Shabbos in terms of weather. Today was a little humid and muggy, but that's what the pool's for. And it was great.
Excellent. How about you, Rabbi Freiberg?
All's good. Thank you.
All right. I feel from these answers that it's like enough small talk. Let's get to the competition already. So, Rabbi Freiberg, why don't you introduce who your teammate is going to be this evening, and then we'll figure out how to get them on screen.
Oh, am I supposed to have like a fancy, prepared speech with lots of attention and the like?
I mean, if you want, I could give you some. Fanfare or something.
Some fanfare. A drum roll, please.
You want a drum roll?
No.
All right. I can give you a drum roll. I just
gotta. Do you want a drum roll?
I'm a little slow.
I'm asking my teammate if they. What are the? I need a. What do they want a drum roll? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Listen,
I don't care is the answer.
They don't care. Well, that's good because I don't seem to have a drum roll handy.
All right.
I probably. How about this? I got something for you. There we go. All right. Why don't you now take this moment to introduce your teammate?
I just want to appreciate the song. My teammate is quite a studious individual. They enjoy reading books faster than I'm able to provide them. Unhelpful when the library closes. Then you have to, just scramble and borrow from neighbors after sanitizing them. They stand at about 4'7", weighing in approximately 50 pounds, maybe. They're a fourth grader at a local Jewish school.
I think I'm starting to guess.
They're wearing purple tonight.
Purple.
As an intimidating color. We'd like to introduce Muna Freiberg.
Muna Freiberg. Okay, I see where this is going. All right, Rabbi Weinstock, would you like to introduce your teammate?
Absolutely. My teammate is a longtime watcher of Rabbis in Quarantine Getting Coffee. First time participant in the show. Very much looking forward to the opportunity. He is a fixture at the Young Israel of Hollywood at the 9 a.m. Minyan and Shabbos Minyanim in general. very disappointed that he currently is not allowed in due to his pre-bat bar mitzvah status. Around the house, he's known as the laundry dude because he likes to help out with laundry, and is pretty good in the pool with some pool acrobatics and pool basketball, which we've been enjoying over the last few weeks. And although he just finished school and has vowed away Zoom, he has made an exception for this night to be on this show at this time. Measuring at 4 feet, 44 pounds, my youngest, Eitan Chaim Weinstein!
All right. Okay, so we have our competitors. They seem pretty fierce. They both seem pretty fierce.
And we're
And now
matching,
let's.
by the way.
Now I think we need to just get to the game. I think that's what we need to do. So I'm going to put this up on screen so that everybody can see what's going to be going on here. And well, this is going to be quite the competition. It is Team Freiberg on the red side versus Team Weinstock on the blue side. And we have a number of games that we're going to be playing. Each of these games can net each team one trophy. You see that there are 5 slots at the top of each side of the screen that are empty, waiting to be filled with a trophy, and it's up to you to compete in each round, in each new game, and win those trophies. So, Team Weinstock, Team Freiberg, are you guys ready to play?
Born ready.
All right. So the first game we're going to play, I'm going to jump right in with a game I have never played before. Here it goes. This is a first. This is a first for me. Now, what I did ask was for each of you to get yourselves a blindfold that you could use for your teammate. Rabbis, do you each have a blindfold for your teammate? All right, we see a BMA blindfold. We see, is that completely, Rabbi Freiberg, that is completely not see-through? It's opaque?
Good.
All right, so please put that on. Well, you don't have to put it on Amuna yet. I'm going to first show you what the game is. The name of the game is Just Say. In the game of Just Say, Rabbi Weinstock, as senior rabbi, you could decide if you're going to go first or if you're going to have Rabbi Freiberg go first. But that, at this point, is the only advantage you're going to get. Going forward, no other advantages. That's the only senior rabbi advantage. But you're going to have 30 seconds to try to get your teammate to say as many of the words that are going to appear on screen as possible. That's why they'll be blindfolded, so they can still be facing the computer and we'll be able to still hear their voice when they say the correct word. At the end of 30 seconds, you'll get as many points as you've been able to accumulate just by naming as many of these things as you possibly could. And we'll add it up and we'll give out a trophy. So you are not allowed at any time to use any word or any part of the word that appears on screen. And you can pass anytime you want, and we'll just go to the next one. So, Rabbi Weinstock, what would you like to do? Would you like to go first?
We're going to pass. That was the advice I got.
You're going to pass. So Eitan has called the shots here. He's saying pass. Okay. So Rabbi Freiberg, you're up first, and you are on the red side. So we're going to light that up for you. It is time to blindfold Amuna. And there we go. Amuna cannot see the computer screen.
Nope.
She will not be able to see the words that appear. Eitan, I know I don't have to tell you this, but please, you're going to see the words. Please don't help her in any way. So here we go. We are looking at, we are focused on Amuna and Rabbi Freiberg. Rabbi Freiberg, here we go. You're going to start describing what you see on screen. You have 30 seconds to get Amuna to name as many of these as she possibly can, and your time begins right now.
Okay, Amuna, we give it when we light candles on Friday night.
Bracha.
No, in a box with a coin.
Tzedakah.
First thing you say in the morning when you wake up.
Madani.
Okay. We sing it at the Friday night meal.
Shalom Aleichem.
We eat it at the Friday night meal. 2 of them.
Chicken soup.
No, eat 2 of them.
Challah. Cake juice. Wine.
Person who got the Torah on Har Sinai.
Moshe.
All right.
Oh, I didn't watch the part about the timer. All right, pretty good.
All right.
Could've got
30
that last one.
seconds.
I'm blindfolding
You
you.
did very well. You can unblindfold now. You got
Awesome.
you got 5. You got 5 of these.
Could've got
Now,
that
these
last
games
one.
are going to get harder as we go.
Oh,
Eitan
could've got
seems
that
to be
last
having a
one.
little trouble figuring out the blindfold here.
Yeah, he's good.
There we go. Okay, Eitan, you got to look straight. You got to look straight. You can't tilt your head back because then somebody might think, not that I would think such a thing,
On the
but somebody
ceiling.
might think you are looking at the screen. So 5 points is the score to beat. Eitan, are you ready?
Yeah.
Rabbi Weinstock, are you ready?
Ready as ever.
All right, here we go. Your time begins right now.
Okay, this is where I work.
Sure.
This is when we finish reading and we have Kol HaNorim, the holiday in the sukkahs. We dance around and we have a couple.
Simchas Torah.
This is the holiday before Simchat Torah.
Shmini Atzeret.
Or before that.
Oh, out of time, which means with a score of 5-2, this first trophy goes to Team Freiburg. Now, let's just take stock here for a moment.
Yes.
I feel like this might be a little bit misleading. The Freiburgs seem to have a really easy time with that first game, but you never know how it's going to go.
Well, I should have passed because the only thing I could think of is this is when we finish the Torah. That doesn't
Right,
work.
I know,
with
it's a
Simchat
hard
Torah.
one.
Like,
Can you pass on the
passed.
word? I don't know.
You could pass. You could pass
man, I
anytime.
should have just passed. I should have just
Now,
passed.
but now
I thought I was better than I really am. You know.
now you can't anymore. That's okay. That's okay. These things happen. It's still the beginning. Eitan, how are you feeling about your chances to win this whole thing tonight?
Good.
You good? How about you, Amuna? Excellent. All right. We're gonna go back to the screen and let's just go right back over here. Now we're gonna play a game. Now this one we are going to give the kids a break for just a moment. We're going to play a game called 10 to Win. Now this is going to be a matchup, obviously, like everything else. Team Freiburg versus Team Weinstock, but in this case, it's Rabbi Freiburg versus Rabbi Weinstock. Now, Rabbi Freiburg, you are in the lead, so Rabbi, you're going to automatically get to go first. That's the way it works when you're in the lead. You're going to automatically go first.
Okay.
And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. 10 questions if you do well. If you do well, I'm going to ask you all 10. What does that mean? If you do well, I'm going to ask you all 10. Well, first off, there are some rules. And if you break any of the rules, your turn's going to end. You won't get any more questions. So that's what I mean by if you do well. You see one of the rules on screen right now. It is that you can't say yes or no. You're not allowed to say yes or no. Additionally, you are not allowed to repeat any answer that you say during the course of this game. Okay, you with me so far?
Yep.
There's also a timer, a 10-second timer. That timer is going to start over with each new question. But here's the thing. I'm going to ask the question, and then you're going to answer it. And including the time it takes me to ask it, you only have 10 seconds. If you answer within the 10 seconds, we go to the next one. If not, you run out of time. That's another one of those big X's that ends your turn. But the faster you answer, the more points you're going to get. You think you can handle this?
Whoa.
Give it my best shot.
The most important thing to remember is that you can't say yes or no, and that you can't repeat an answer you've already used. So, Rabbi Freiberg, you ready to go?
We'll give it a whirl.
There you go. See, I see what you're doing there. I see what you are doing. You are avoiding saying yes or no, and that is exactly what you should be doing. That is perfect. Okay, we are with Team Freiberg. Here we go. It takes 10 to win. And your first question is, do you have a favorite Seinfeld episode?
Never seen it.
Are you enjoying this game?
Mediocre.
Do you like roller coasters?
Scared of them.
Have you had a birthday this year?
It's in February.
Is Bigfoot real?
Never heard of them.
Would you travel to space?
On a spaceship.
Can you play the piano?
On Tuesdays.
Do you know all the words to American Pie?
Maybe.
Are you nervous?
Not at all.
Are you feeling good today?
Happy.
You did it. You got all 10.
Wait.
And you scored 61 points. Wow. Pretty tremendous. Rabbi Weinstock, how are you feeling about your chances right now?
That doesn't make any sense, right?
Let me tell you what 61 points means. Here's what 61 points means. 61 points means that for each question I asked Team Freiberg, for each question I asked Rabbi Freiberg, he answered within an average of 3.9 seconds.
Whoa.
Leaving an average of 6.1 seconds on the clock, giving him a total of 61 points for all 10 questions. So
Whoa.
if you can get all 10 questions faster than an average of 3.9 seconds each, then it's going to be a tie game. If not, it's going to be 2 trophies for Team Freiberg and 0 for Team Weinstein.
Your answers have to be words.
They do have to be words.
They can't be monosyllabic. Monosyllabic.
Right, yeah, none of that. None of that. I'm going to wait till I get an actual answer. So here we go, Rabbi Weinstock. It takes 10 to win. And your first question is, can you say the alphabet backwards?
Usually.
Is pro wrestling real?
Absolutely.
Do you like to watch sports?
Occasionally.
Would you jump out of a plane?
Never.
Would you like to go to the movies tonight?
Sure.
Would you describe Hollywood as lit?
Unlit.
Do you have a pet?
Children.
Can you juggle?
2 balls.
Can you read lips?
Under a mask.
Do you like country music?
Avi does.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh, there is celebration in the Freiberg home as I just saw Amuna's fist pump up in the air.
There required a lot of math to enjoy the celebration.
Wow.
Trying to add the seconds as it goes. That's a lot of math for me.
It is a lot of math, but that's the thing. You didn't have to add up the seconds. You didn't really have
to see if I was going to win or not.
I see what you're saying. All right. Before we continue, I just want to take a look in the chat and see if anybody's posting anything that we would want to respond to. I don't see any comments yet. So let's get into another game now.
Nobody wants to know about our matching T-shirts. No one asked about that.
I actually am interested. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm interested in those T-shirts. Tell us about it. This is
from the summer of 2019. They're the Weinstock Family Reunion T-shirts. We gathered together with my brother, who was on episode 3. Episode 3, I think.
He was on some episode.
And we went to Great Wolf Lodge. And we went to Atlantic Beach. So it on the back, here, turn around so you can see. It says Yam Liam, because we went from one beach, one watering hole to the next.
That's good.
Gotcha. All right. Well, since you did that so well, how long did it take you to get from Yam Liam?
It was
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours.
You think you could do it in under 20 seconds?
Can I say yes?
Say whatever you want. Here we go.
Absolutely.
We're going to play a game now called 20-Second Challenge. And the Freibergs are ahead. So once again, they are going to go first. We're going to start this one with Rabbi Freiberg. Rabbi Freiberg, you're actually going to need to probably get out of your seat for this. Possibly. I mean, there is one competition going on here that you won't need to get up for, but pretty much everything else you're going to need to probably run and do something real quick. So when the wheel stops spinning, it's going to give you some instructions. You're going to have 20 seconds to finish those instructions. And just like every other game, the quicker you finish, the more points you're going to earn for your team. So here we go. Rabbi Freiberg, when the wheel stops, you are going to have 20 seconds.
Is Amuna allowed to help me?
To tell me a joke.
Why did chicken cross the road to get to the other side?
Okay, that was super fast. Rabbi Weinstock, I know I might be in a lot of trouble now because
I'm just telling you, I'm okay, whatever. Let's see what comes up.
all right. Rabbi Freiberg actually got, and I can't tell the wheel where to stop. It does this on its own. Rabbi Freiberg got the only space on the wheel that you don't have to get up for it. That all the others you're gonna have to move. This one is your turn, Rabbi Weinstock. And here we go. When the wheel stops, you're going to have 20 seconds to show me a chumash. He's running. Did it. A chumash with Rashi. All right. And the score is, it's pretty close. That's not a big spread. Amuna, this one is you. You don't get help from your dad. When the wheel stops, you are going to have 20 seconds to show me every color of the rainbow. Something with every color of the rainbow in it. I got to see them all.
Slow down. Keep showing him stuff.
There we go. That looks like it has every color in the rainbow. All right. Eitan Weinstock.
Show that first.
Here we go.
Eitan,
Eitan, you pretty much know what you got to do now, right? You're
Yeah.
going to see what it says on the wheel. It's going to stop. Now, each of you are going to get one more turn. Each of you are going to get one more turn. Here we go. Eitan Weinstock. When the wheel stops, you will have 20 seconds to show me a board game. Go get a board game. Any board game. Sorry, chess, checkers, backgammon, settlers, Risk. Any board game. Time is ticking away.
Go. Hurry.
Running out. There it was. Okay, what board game is it? I need to see. All right. The scores are still close. Rabbi Freiberg, here goes your second and final turn in this game, in this round. Here we go. When the wheel stops spinning, you're going to have 20 seconds to show me something from Israel. Oh, he's right here in his...
Bought this in Israel.
Okay, I got to take your word for it. Rabbi Weinstock?
I think he did.
Yep, he did. All right. Rabbi Weinstock, it is now up to you. This is your second and final opportunity. When the wheel stops spinning, it will be your 20 seconds to show me a plastic spoon.
Pretty close.
There it is. I had it nearby. And that changes
I knew you were gonna
things
ask
just
me.
a tad. Just a tad. Here we go. Amuna Freiberg, this is you. You ready to do this? You could say yes. It's not against the rules of this round. Here we go. When the wheel stops spinning, Amuna, you are going to have 20 seconds to show me something that's used for sports.
Ball.
Gotta get a ball. It sounds like
Got it.
that was amazing. So let's just take stock of where we are right now. Where we are right now is that Rabbi Freiberg and Amuna have a combined score of 515. And I don't have a calculator or anything. I'm just doing this in my head. And Rabbi Weinstock and Eitan have a combined score of 377, which means that Eitan, 277. Yeah, I told you I'm doing it in my head. Don't give me that look, Freiberg. Which means that Eitan, your work is totally cut out for you now.
All right.
You're going to have to do this in, it's going to have to be seconds, not not like
Not minutes.
10 seconds, definitely not minutes. Here we go, Eitan. When the wheels stop spinning, you are going to have 20 seconds to show me some toilet paper. Go, 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 go.
Just focus up.
It could be the whole roll. I don't care. I just got to see it.
Hey, Tom, just a piece. Okay.
Uh-oh. You might be using it. Is that what's happening? Oh, right. Okay, well, it looks like even no matter how many times I add this up, it looks like what is happening now is a sweep. So at this point, we are looking at a Team Freiburg victory. But the question is it going to be a sweep, or is Team Weinstock going to get something on the board?
I'm coming back.
That's what it's going to come down to. And for this, we're going to turn to a game called Name 3. Now, in the game of Name 3, we play it with just Eitan and with just Emuna. Now, Emuna, you're going to go first. You're going to definitely go first because you guys are in the lead. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you to name 3 of something, and then you're going to have 5 seconds to do it.
5 seconds?
5 seconds to name 3 of something. Like if I said to you, name 3 colors.
Red, orange, yellow.
Yeah, see? You did that within 5 seconds. And we're going to go back and forth between you and Eitan 5 times. Okay, so that means you're each going to answer 5 of these. Whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. The question is, will Team Freiburg sweep Team Weinstock, or will Team Weinstock get a trophy on the board? We're going to find that out in about 5 seconds times 10, something like that. Here we go. Emuna Freiburg, all you have to do is, in the next 5 seconds, name 3 Jewish singers.
Mordechai Shapiro, Simcha Leiner.
You were starting to say Avram
I
Fried.
don't know.
All right.
I'm free. You're so cool.
Eitan Weinstock, you know what to do. You saw it. You saw her do it, right? Okay. Eitan Weinstock,
Not do it.
you have 5 seconds to name 3 things that make noise.
Goggle, whistle, alarm.
You did it. You did it with, it says 0.4, but it must have been 0.3 because it gave you 3 points. Here we go. Emuna, we are back to you. Emuna, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things you should never do in a car.
Drive when you're drunk. Crash.
Also true. Or run out of time is probably one of them. All right. Eitan, we are back to you. And I need you in the next 5 seconds to name 3 things that are yellow.
Banana.
Ran out of time. Emuna, we are back to you.
He's actually
Emuna.
scared of bananas, so it's funny that he mentioned bananas.
I know. It was the first thing out of his mouth. It's crazy. Emuna, you have 5 seconds to name 3 types of music.
Acapella.
This is a very high pressure game. It is an extremely high pressure game. Eitan Weinstock, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things you can smell.
Desserts. Cake.
All right. It's coming down to the wire now. I'm excited. I'm getting excited. I am getting excited. All right. I've asked you each 3 questions. And now you have 2 more each. Emuna Freiburg, you have 5 seconds to name 3 cities in Israel.
Hebron, Yerushalayim, and
People don't realize how high pressure this is. Eitan Weinstock,
Tel Aviv.
You have 5 seconds to name 3 things you need in order to barbecue.
Hot dog, hamburger, bun.
There you go, right there. Amuna Freiberg, this is your last question. Your last question. You have to name 3 things we eat on Pesach.
Matzah, maror, charoset.
Wow. Okay. Eitan Weinstock. Eitan Weinstock. She just pulled ahead with 1 question.
Didn't even.
Eitan, this is all on you. Do you think you can handle this?
Yeah.
You think you can? All right, here we go. I don't know what the category is going to be. Let's see what comes up when I hit that little button. Here we go. Eitan, you have 5 seconds to name 3 Jewish holidays.
Purim, Hanukkah, Sukkot.
Oh my gosh. Eitan Weinstock has pulled ahead. And he has gotten Team Weinstock
Very good.
on the board. Now, it wasn't enough for Team Weinstock to win. It was not enough for Team Weinstock to win. We do have to award the winner to Team Freiberg, but I am pretty sure that there's going to be a rematch at some point. And I know that when we have this rematch, somebody's going to come back with a vengeance. Someone is definitely going to come back with a vengeance. And let's see, I do see in the chat, there was a lot of cheering for Rabbi Weinstock, for Team Weinstock.
Thank you.
We have, that was
us.
Clearly, there was no nepotism here because, one of the people is named Hannah Weinstock, who says, go Team Weinstock. And I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure she's not related to you at all.
Not at all.
And
hi, Jack. That's my new nephew. Hi, Jack.
And Hannah says that Jack's rooting for Uncle Joe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Uncle Joe.
And then here, this is proof that that there's no nepotism, because there's also a comment from someone named Marcia Schenker. Her name isn't even Weinstock.
She's a devoted watcher of this show, Avi.
She is. I know she is. And and Oded Caravani, wanting to be forever the diplomat. He says, go both teams.
Oh.
He's cheering for, he's in both courts. So, you know what, everyone, thank you. This was
Avi, I thank you so much. Next time you don't want me to wear Zoom casual, just tell me in advance, please. Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's not up to me to tell the rabbi what to wear, but I will share with you an interesting story. I think we almost close out the show with this. There was somebody in Shul. I don't know if you're aware of this, Rabbi Weinstock and Rabbi Freiberg, but many months ago, there was someone who had a complaint about the way I dress on Shabbos and Yontif. I don't know were you aware of this?
Heard something about it from someone. I don't know.
They wrote an anonymous letter and mailed it to the shul.
I didn't put my return address on it.
It was anonymous, Rabbi. You don't have to take credit. It was totally anonymous, and it was about my crazy shirts. Now I didn't even wear my gold sequined
jacket,
my game show host jacket. I was just wearing my crazy shirts. So recently I was in shul in the tent. I was in one of our tents. I was praying. It was intense prayer, as Rabbi Weinstock likes to say. And there was somebody there on Shabbat who was wearing shorts. And I went over to this person and I said, what's the deal? Are you jealous? You're jealous that I get all the anonymous letters and maybe you wanted to get anonymous letters? And he said, no. There's nothing to do with that. I'm on your team. I'm not trying to compete with you. He said like this, it's my job to stay one step ahead. The rabbis take off their jackets. I took off my pants. That was his response so I'm going to take off my jacket. I'm going to thank the rabbis and their children for playing social distancing, the game show, this very special Rabbis in Quarantine edition of it. And thank everybody for watching. But let's just see, there are a couple of... this is so nice. So nice. Marcia Schenker, once again, says, love this. proud, but she said proud of Emuna and Eitan.
Oh.
And Emuna, she's not even your grandmother. Oh, did I just give away that was? So that's awesome.
There you go.
Everyone,
All
thank you
right,
for being with
having
us. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
We're
Thanks,
gonna
Lovey.
going to be back to our regular format next week. We just thought we would do something special tonight. So, Emuna, Eitan, it's time for bed.